But hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, dudes? We are back once again online. Okay, hold on. Let me just create a nice live stream here because the CIA tried to shut me down on the last one, guys, alright? The CIA tried to shut us down on the last one, alright? So, yeah. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying this one. We got some based news coming. Some based news coming that hopefully a lot of people can enjoy, guys. But yeah, like I said, man, the CIA shut us down on the last one. And this time, we are back again for hopefully some goodness, guys. Alright, finally. Let's get it going, bruh. One. And this. Let's go. Alright. I'll be watching all your guys' comments. So let's go back, guys. So first, Elon Musk talks about population control and stuff.
And so far, I've not seen any country make a meaningful dent in the birth rate.
What would you do if you were in charge of natalist policy?
First of all, I changed the education system so that people understand that
It's a pretty good idea.
stop being taught that we're overpopulated. This is completely false. A lot of it comes from this insane misanthropic book that Paul Ehrlich wrote, The Population Bomb.
Like 60 years ago.
Yeah, I hope he burns in hell, that guy. Seriously. It's terrible.
Never even heard of that guy. Who is that guy?
Human being. Total, absolute misanthrope. And say just look, the Earth can absolutely sustain this population. We could double or triple the population. There's a professor I was talking to at Oxford, his math says we could 10x the population without destroying.
Yeah, and definitely the population isn't under siege, guys. Like, definitely the population isn't too much. In some countries it might be, but not in like the vast majority of places.
The Amazon rainforest or anything terrible. So I think we should expand the human population and increase the scope and scale of consciousness so we can better understand the nature of this universe, this wonderful universe, and all the amazing things that exist. And so that's one of the things we need to stop teaching people false propaganda that the Earth is overpopulated. I think we need to, especially with the education of women and men, we need to stop scaring women that having a kid destroys your life. This is false. We terrify girls into saying that if you get pregnant, your life's over. And this is what schools teach. Now I agree we should not have teenage pregnancies.
Yeah.
But actually having a child is one of the most delightful, happiness-inducing things you could possibly do.
Of course.
Yeah, guys. When I see people, like I said, with 5, 7, 10 kids, man, it's unbelievable. Nowadays, everyone just has like 2 or 3 kids. It's whack, bro. Okay, we should be trying to make superhuman people. That's what I would do.
Of course. There's also with hormonal birth control. I think maybe a lot of women are unaware that hormonal birth control causes depression and dramatically increases risk of suicide.
That's crazy.
And changes their preferences on who they want to marry or have kids with. It changes their personality.
That's wild.
And not to say this on the box, by the way. But
Caution may change your personality.
Yes, if the warnings are has significant risk of depression, significant increase in suicide, and will make you want to go out with people that you don't actually like.
Oh my God. Depression, suicide, and worst of all, you want to just date Chads if you're on birth control. Okay, you don't want to date the good guy, with the dad bod and lots of money, and the nice guy who's not going to cheat on you. You want to date the Chads of the world. Hey, I mean, we're not complaining. Me and Elon Musk are not complaining. Let's get it, guys.
That's actually true, by the way.
I know.
I'm not saying that people shouldn't use birth control. I think we shouldn't use. I think hormonal birth control is making a lot of women sad and depressed.
Yes.
And they
That's
don't
not
realize
good.
it, and they don't realize that's the cause. And that, you know, there are other forms of contraception that could be used, and that they should just read the label on the box is what I'm saying.
That was what you just said.
Read the warning label.
That was like the most taboo thing you could ever say for most of my life, was to offer any criticism at all of hormonal birth control.
Look, all I'm saying is read the warning label.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair. But
Nobody reads warning labels anymore, apparently. Everyone just dives straight into drugs. Give me drugs. Hey, the shady guy from down the street. Hey, what's your name? My name is Jack. What's your name? Johnny Walker. Okay, hey, what's up? What's going on? I just want to give you these drugs. Oh, sure. Let me take all of them. Bro, what? Like, come on, bro. Like, maybe test your shit before you take it, you know?
But why the pressure not to read the warning label, and just why are we giving it to 12-year-olds to regulate their acne?
Right.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
think we should give it to.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be giving it to 12-year-olds to regulate your acne, okay? Because acne, guys, like I said in the last video, before the CIA shut me down, is, you know, when you're that age, guys, your hormones are crazy. You also know that all these problems come from your diet, guys. I think the carnivore diet is the best diet in the world. I used to think veganism was okay. Veganism is okay if you're doing it once in a while. I don't think long term it's good. Like, you can have lots of fruit. I eat a lot of fruit. I personally think it's amazing fruit. I think that if you don't eat a lot of fruit, I think it's somewhat mental. I think it's somewhat of a like, if you think fruit is bad for you, it's probably more so a mental thing than anything. Because I've never felt bad eating fruit, blueberries, stuff like that. I'm talking about like the regular fruit, guys, not the tropical fruit from the middle of nowhere. You know, coconut water, bananas, you know, watermelon. I love watermelon. I eat watermelon every summer for like the whole summer to cut weight, and just stuff like that, guys. Blueberries, raspberries, you know, healthy foods like that. But everything else, of course, you know, isn't so much. But yeah, guys, a bit wild that people don't change their diet when it comes to stuff like depression, and it comes to stuff like acne, okay, on your back and shoulders. You know, a lot of that stuff just honestly comes from stuff like, you know, food. Like, I used to know people back in the day, and they had the worst acne I've ever seen in my life, and they were saying, I said, hey, what's your diet like? Well, I'm lactose intolerant. This is what they were saying. I'm lactose intolerant, but I drink 3 liters of milk a day, and I eat lots of ice cream. And I'm like, well, why aren't you changing? You're a moron. Like, you literally should change your diet, guys. If your diet is causing you to have tons of acne and stuff like that, guys, like, you should change that diet. Like, plain and simply, guys. You know, it's not a good thing to keep going with that.
The 12-year-olds, we should, like, kids, they don't know what's going on, so it's like, now, like, there are, you know, I think there are other forms of birth control that I think have fewer negative effects than hormonal, but we should just be aware that this is not a riskless thing, and it does cause severe mood changes. It does dramatically increase risk of suicide.
I think so as well, guys. I don't know why people disagree with that. It's like every single time you argue with somebody about, hey, maybe don't smoke too much weed, like, it's linked with like aggression, it's linked with like X, Y, and Z. They're like, no, like, it's fine. Joe Rogan smokes weed and he's a multi-billionaire. But it's like, you're not Joe Rogan. Like, you're never gonna be Joe Rogan. Like, that's not gonna be in your lifetime. Like, you are never gonna be these people that you admire that smoke weed. It's like a causation and correlation. Like, if I was to do drugs, like smoke weed every single day, you're probably not going to be as productive. I mean, you might be, okay? But chances are, guys, like, it just, same as SSRIs, it just turns you into a walking zombie. Like, this shit that they push in the media, guys, is for a reason. They push this shit for a reason, guys. You don't want to be part of any of that stuff. Weed once in a while is fine. Caffeine once in a while is fine. Is drinking 12 cups of coffee a day good? Probably not. You know, I couldn't see it being amazing. Like, overusing anything, guys. You know, is having too much creatine bad? Probably not, but you can actually develop kidney stones from that shit. You know, if you just have a ton of creatine, like 40 grams a day, right? Which some people do have, okay, bodybuilders and whatnot. But it's like, you know, too much water can kill you. Like anything of too much and excess is probably going to hinder your performance. You know, too much salt isn't good. Having a little bit of salt is really good, but you only need like not that much to feel the effects of salt, guys. You know what I mean? So people always go overboard with this stuff.
And depression. So just FYI, you know, just make sure you're that there's full disclosure here, and
that you want all those
just read the
things
warning label is all I'm saying. Just read, you know, and consider maybe other options for birth control. To any woman listening, just read the warning label and consider other options. Because the reason you're sad might be the birth control, the hormonal birth control that is fundamentally changing the hormones in your body in ways that probably are not good for you.
Yeah.
And I know women where they stopped taking birth control and their depression immediately disappeared.
That's crazy. I believe it, guys. I believe it. Like, you know, let's not play dumb with a lot of these issues, guys. I feel like nowadays people want to play dumb. It's like, okay, I've been good my whole life. You're on like this scale trajectory, and then all of a sudden, you know, I don't know, you start, you know, taking a load of weed, taking a load of cocaine, or just let's say drinking a lot, because you start drinking excessively and your life goes low, and you're on this low trajectory for a while. Okay, but like, you know, if you were to stop drinking, would it help your flipping depression? Maybe. Give it a try, guys. You know, drinking probably doesn't agree with everyone. You know, I feel fine when I drink, guys. Drinking is fine, but I don't do it to an excess either. So, well, I mean, sometimes, right? But it's like very rarely, you know what I mean? For the most part. So, like, try and, like, you know, actually listen to your body, guys. Like, when I go to the gym, I don't do certain exercises because I think they're not right for my body. I just don't feel good doing the exercise. Like, you shouldn't keep doing stuff that doesn't feel good. Now, I know, of course, you know, that's also a sort of a fallacy. You know, stuff that feels great. I'm sure heroin feels great when you smoke it, but, you know, you shouldn't do heroin, right? So it's not always a feeling sort of effect, but, you know, you should be somewhat listening to your body, you know?
So that's maybe worth a try.
But then you
if you're
miss
feeling
an
sad,
opportunity.
maybe it's the birth control.
Then you don't
Might
get
be.
to go on SSRIs.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
And I think the SSRIs are the devil.
Me too. Base.
What? You don't think?
I so vehemently agree with you.
Okay.
But I guess once you endorse Trump, you can just say it all now, right?
No, I think selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors are zombify people,
Facts.
and change their personality and make them not who they are.
Facts.
Terrible.
Facts. I've never actually taken any of that stuff before, guys. I try and take the least amount of stuff possible ever, medication or whatever. But, you know, I've noticed, guys, that people that I've known my whole life, or people I've known for a while, maybe I don't know them that well anymore, but when you know them for a long time, all of a sudden their personality just goes off the walls, or they're really quiet. They're just a completely different person than what they used to be. You just know instantly, like, oh, this is the pills kicking in. This is the wacko drugs kicking in, guys. Like, straight up, bro. And of course, some people need them for sure. And some people, they do agree with them. Okay, if you get the right ones and that type of thing. But just handing them out like Skittles, guys, I just think it's just horrendous, man, for society, bro. Like, horrendous. And they're actually going to deep dive into this. It's a great interview. And they have doctors pushing them now, guys. A lot of doctors nowadays are just basically like, you know, pharmaceutical facilitators. You know, they just want to give drugs out to basically, like, you know, get paid. You know, a lot of doctors, like, God, like, how can these people be pushing these things? And, like, they're like pushing these drugs. And it's like, dude, this is just not a good thing, man. And yeah, they talk about it now, guys. Let's keep going what they're about to say.
And change their personality and make them not who they are.
Yeah.
Terrible.
True.
They're so common.
Yes. I think we should revisit whether this is actually good. I disagree with you. The SSRIs are, like, I'm not saying that no one should ever be subscribed SSRIs, but giving them out like candy is crazy. You look at, like, sort of antidepressant prescriptions in the United States versus other countries, and we're like way above everyone else.
Oh, yeah. I have seen many, many times in my life in the news business after a mass shooting, like school, for example.
Yeah.
Someone will say, well, what meds was the shooter on?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And immediately be shouted down as a crazy person, as a, Bobby Kennedy level wacko.
Yes.
Who should himself.
I agree 100%, guys. All this mass shootings and shit, they're all on these flipping drugs, guys. Like, I remember, like, seeing some of my friends I used to know, and they just get, like, massively, like, not even paranoia. It's like it was almost like mild, like, schizophrenia. Like, people that smoke a shit ton of weed. And weed is fine, guys, for some people. Like, a lot of friends I know do smoke weed, and that's fine. I actually like the smell of weed. I've never smoked weed before, but some people I notice, like old friends, I don't talk to anymore. They just got this like sort of like paranoia, and the way they would say things to me, I'm like, Jesus, this person obviously isn't mentally all there, or maybe they just were like being shy or whatever. They weren't speaking their mind or whatever. But I just noticed like it was just so like I didn't even want to be around people, man. It's just crazy, man. And this shit's like ubiquitous. Like, all this stuff is ubiquitous, bro. It's handing out, like, candy to flipping people. Bro, it's scary shit, man. Bro, wild shit, bro.
Self be institutionalized for even raising the question. I was wondering, like, why wouldn't we want to know what meds a mass
Yes, we
shooter
absolutely
was
want to know what meds are on. Now sometimes it's perhaps they were on, because they're like some people do. Like, I don't want to say it's like all one way or all the other.
Of course.
I mean, there are people that have fundamental chemical imbalances in their brain, and if they don't take medication to control, for example, paranoid schizophrenia,
Yes.
they will have paranoid schizophrenia.
For sure.
And
True.
I know many cases where people stop taking their, meds, and lost their mind.
Oh, yeah.
And then
For sure that happens. These are like extreme cases for sure. There's a lot of people that are actually like that, but maybe it's only like 0.0001%.
try to kill people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So or themselves.
Well, the guy with the axe on Market Street probably should be on meds.
That guy we should try it.
Yeah.
It does he want to axe murder more or less on a given med? So there are psychiatric medications that where the good outweighs the bad.
Yes.
I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but we overprescribe psychiatric medication in the United States, obviously, far in excess of any other country. Like way more than Canada or Britain or Japan or anywhere. It's like we're off the charts on psychiatric medication prescriptions in the U.S.
Why don't people raise that point more often, I wonder, in public?
They should. I'm raising it.
Yeah, you are. You said that
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, guys.
artificial...
They just go on to talk about AI. I thought that was a wild thing, because I've been preaching that for a long time, guys. Don't take shit like that. It's just crazy. But anyways, we're going to go on to the next one, guys. Let me see. Concurrent viewers. Alright, we got a few viewers. This one is really interesting, guys. This one is really interesting, because I really like RFK. RFK is a cool dude. I mean, I don't agree with everything he says, but he also has this sort of
and it's no coincidence.
He also has this idea to kind of take like chemicals out of foods, which is great. All the foods here, guys, Cheez-Its, Doritos, bad cereals, cough syrup, Vaseline, stuff like that, guys, have massive amounts of chemicals in them. Especially when I went to Canada, guys. When I went to Canada and then we crossed over to the US, I was looking at the ingredients list of the foods, and I was looking at ingredients I never would see in Ireland. Like, never, ever, ever. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even know what I was looking at. So it's wild, the amount of processed chemicals in their foods, and you wonder why so many people get blood cancers. And it's definitely from the food, guys. It's definitely from a lot of these things that are in the foods, right? And of course a lot of other things as well. But
This is what most Americans innocently put into their bodies these days, and most alarmingly, into the bodies of their children. And it's no coincidence that Americans die earlier than Canadians or Germans or Italians or Japanese or Koreans or Australians or most any other comparable country. And it wasn't always that way. Until the early 1990s, our life expectancy was the same or better than other developed countries. Then, suddenly, more and more Americans began suffering from chronic diseases, from obesity, cancer.
You know, you can throw in, you know, Canada, you can throw in like the UK into America, because thing is, guys, any foods that happen there, they just come here eventually. We're about 10 to 15 years behind. So anything that happens there, guys, LA, New York, or any of those cultures, they eventually come to Ireland, they eventually come to Europe. Same with the foods, guys. Same with all their their woke stuff. Everything comes eventually to Ireland. So
diabetes, kidney disease, Alzheimer's, heart disease, and all kinds of autoimmune diseases. Our maternal mortality rate soared to the highest of any developed country on earth. Same with infant mortality. Like the frog in the slowly boiling water, we didn't really notice as we got sicker and sicker. We've grown now to accept chronic disease conditions as normal. But now, in 2024, we're finally waking up to this cataclysm, and we're asking ourselves, how in the world did this happen? Well, a big part of it is our diet. Restaurants that serve...
I think it's everything. Like, I think the diet is pretty much everything. You know, not even a big part. I think it's just everything, guys.
Contaminated food are fined or shut down. But when it's the government that approves the poisons in our food, a few people get very, very rich, and the toxins end up in every supermarket aisle. Let me show you what I mean. Doritos, Cheez-Its, Cap'n Crunch, gummy bears. Everyone knows that these are junk foods, so maybe you wouldn't be too surprised to see that the ingredients include a lot of poisons, including a harmful yellow dye called tetrazine, or yellow dye number 5. What you may not know is that this dye was originally made out of the sludge that's left over when you turn coal into coke for blast furnaces. It's called coal tar, and I've actually sued many big industries for legacy contamination of coal tar all around the country because it's so toxic and it's so harmful to the environment and human beings. A century ago, it was just an obnoxious industrial byproduct that everybody was trying to figure out ways to get rid of. One of the ways that they did that was by paving roads. But then a British chemist figured out that the coal tar could be used to derive fabric dye. And if fabric dye, why not food? Food manufacturers began using it to cover up the discoloration of low-quality foods that they wanted to pass off on unsuspecting customers. They didn't know back then that this yellow dye, tartrazine, causes tumors, asthma, developmental delays, neurological damage, ADD, ADHD, hormone disruption, gene damage, anxiety, depression, intestinal injuries.
I actually agree, guys. A lot of these foods, like I like having this stuff sparingly, but really you shouldn't have it in your diet whatsoever, especially if it's like unbeknownst to you. You know, especially if like you don't know it's in your diet, guys. It's crazy.
Well, we know it now. We've known this for decades. That's why tartrazine is heavily restricted in other countries. In some countries, foods with tartrazine have a warning label that it may cause ADHD in children.
I've seen that a lot, guys. I've seen that a lot. So, allura red, tartrazine, indigo, carmine. These are all E colorings, guys. Let's see, can I pronounce this word? Aspartame, potassium. I know that. Aspartame. Aspartame means horrendous. Jesus, what food item is this? Polyoxylene sorbitin monocerate. Like, what even is that, guys? That's crazy.
Foods with tartrazine have a warning label that it may cause ADHD in children. Today it's made from petroleum, not coal tar. Either way, it's crazy to add this to your kids' favorite foods. It doesn't even change the flavor. This yellow dye isn't just in junk food. It's in the foods that we consider healthy. It's in everyday kids' snacks like popcorn, mac and cheese, fruit snacks. It's in sports drinks like Gatorade and so-called vitamin water.
Vitamin water, yeah, vitamin water, yeah, vitamin water. I call it vitamin, but I think the name actually, the brand is called vitamin water. Horrendous amount of color in this, guys. And actually, thankfully, the Gatorade that I get is from Canada. Okay, it's actually not from the US, guys, thank God, because if it was from the US, it would have a whole bunch of different colorings and artificial flavors that aren't good. Okay, so in Gatorade, in Canada, the Gatorade is a lot different, I believe, anyway. Part of Canada, yeah. So it's actually differently made than the shit in the US. Because if it wasn't, oh boy, we would not be drinking that shit, guys.
It's even added to chicken broth, to corn, to pickles, to mustard, and to yogurt. And so, of course, our kids get sick. And we lovingly feed them chewable vitamins, which have, surprise, tartrazine.
Yeah, I used to love those vitamins as a kid. I was born abroad. I remember my parents used to bring me vitamins like, I think they were called like Flintstone vitamins. They were the most delicious vitamins in the world, guys. Oh my God, delicious.
And so the cycle continues until the coughs and asthma kick in, at which point you go to pick up some cough syrup. And yeah, you guessed it, tartrazine.
There's tartrazine in the cough syrup.
I've been picking on tartrazine today, but that's just one of at least 100 chemical poisons that our health agencies allow into our children's food. I can make a video just like this to talk about Red 40, BHA, BHD, potassium bromate, chemical after chemical, and on and on and on. If just one of them can cause all of these problems, imagine what they're doing in combination. That's never been studied. If we took all of these chemicals out, our nation would get healthier immediately. We'd have fewer sick days. We'd have better focus. We'd have less anxiety. Our kids would learn more easily. We'd lose weight. We'd have more energy. We'd have fewer tumors and longer lives. It's not all dark. Over the past 16 years, the government has banned 8 chemical additives that cause cancer, genetic damage, asthma, and many of the other self-conditions as tartrazine does. And you know what's interesting? All 8 of those crucial steps forward in our kids' health were taken under President Trump. But the Democrats who claim to be all about healthcare have stood by watching other countries ban these poisons.
Yeah, Democrats have gotten like evil, guys. I don't know, they're like warmongers. They're like all this stuff now. The Democrats, I don't know what's happened to them, guys. Like everyone back in the day, guys, like, you know, everyone used to be like Democratic and, you know, for the most part, you know, Republican was more of a conservative sort of standpoint. Now, like, I don't know how anyone's Democrat, guys. They're so like evil, bro. They don't want to remove any of the stuff from the foods. They're so money hungry now. It's crazy.
And make our kids sick, asthmatic, hyperactive, and depressed. They left them on every supermarket shelf in America. They even used your tax money to put them in your kids' school lunch. So their big food and their big ag donors probably gave them all that golden handshake and the big money hug. And their big pharma donors probably called them up and thanked them also, because now they're going to make billions selling Adderall, Prozac, and rescue inhalers. Enough is enough. President Trump and I are going to stop the mass poisoning of American children. Together, we're going to make America healthy again.
Yeah, it's a nice video. Make America healthy again. We need to do Migha. That actually doesn't sound great. Make Ireland healthy again. Or Mega. Make England healthy again. Whatever, guys. But yeah, absolutely fire video. Just a great video, guys. From, of course, the man himself. And it's interesting to see, guys, that... Oh, I got an interesting video for you guys today. It's interesting to see the food effects, the health effects of the food nowadays is like completely spiraled out of control, guys. Like the food is just completely just dog shit nowadays compared to what it was even like 10 years ago, guys. We couldn't get any of those foods. The foods that we would have, you know, was mainly like I buy like chickens from the shop, from Tesco's and stuff like that. I don't really try and buy too much unhealthy foods no more, apart from like Pop-Tarts the odd time before a workout. But yeah, guys, especially if you limit the amount of foods. But nowadays the foods are so addicting, it's hard to limit foods. Okay, we got a bit of a curveball for you guys here, man. Now, as you guys know, I reacted to a bunch of videos today, whatever, what have you. But today I wanted to react to this video because I think it's important. So this is from the Garda press office. Never heard about any of this stuff before, but it's actually a murder case that's gone cold. Hold on. So it's a cold case, murder case. So this morning, part of a new investigation, this is back about a month ago, into circumstances surrounding the death of Patrick Nugent in the early hours of the 11th of February 1984 in Bunratty in County Clare. I've actually been to Bunratty loads, guys, loads of times. Bunratty Castle, all that stuff. Okay, we commenced the exhumation of Patrick's remains to allow a new state post-mortem examination to take place. So this is Detective David Finnerty made an appeal today outside Shannon Garda Station for anyone on the know abouts that took place at the barn in Bunratty Castle. Bunratty Castle on the night of the 10th and the 11th of 1984. 1984, guys, is a long time ago. Okay, to the best of my knowledge, if my calculations are correct, it's 40 years ago. So maybe this YouTube channel can help push it more, because really the video has only got 415 views. Like, the Garda press office has 5,000 subscribers, but maybe my channel can help get more views than that. Okay, I don't know, will I get more than 415 views, but I tend to get, you know, good few views on some of these live streams sometimes, or some of my normal videos. My live streams don't do that well, but I want to try and help out the Gardaí with this, because this seems like immoral that people would murder somebody and get away with it. So hopefully we can help the Gardaí here. So let's see what they have to say about this, guys. I kind of like these investigations as well. You know, maybe in a past life I was a staff sergeant detective or something like that. But anyway, it says, let's get into it, man.
Good morning. My name is Detective Inspector David Finnerty, Senior Investigating Officer, investigating the circumstances of the death of Patrick Nugent in the early hours of the 11th of February 1984. It is foremost to my mind that the Nugent family suffered the bereavement of their son and brother on the night of the 10th and 11th of February 1984, and have had to live with that bereavement and the uncertainty surrounding the circumstances of Patrick's death for the last 40 years. This morning, as part of this new investigation into Patrick's death, I can confirm that An Garda Síochána has commenced the exhumation of Patrick's remains to allow a new state post-mortem examination to take place. An Garda Síochána has kept Patrick's family informed of the current status of this investigation and the events that are taking place this morning and over the coming hours and days.
So they're doing another post-mortem or whatever, sort of a analysis of the dead body, okay, to see exactly how he might have been killed or whatever, you know, back in the day, okay. So supposedly they keep the dead bodies, just kind of go over them again, so if there's any new evidence, then they'll be able to catch this killer. So okay, so yeah, if anyone's watching this, and you know what's crazy, guys, not to get too dark and scary with you guys, but I've noticed that a lot of YouTubers are wackos, guys. A lot of YouTubers have lost their mind. In Ireland, 2 YouTubers have become killers. Top 2 YouTubers. So, I don't know what that tells you guys, but a lot of YouTubers are whack jobs for some reason.
On the evening of the 10th of February 1984, Patrick was working as the banquet manager in Bunratty Folk Park, Bunratty, County Clare.
So he was working as a banquet manager in Bunratty Folk Park. I've been there, guys. I've been to that folk park like loads of times in Clare. This is wild.
He was 23 years of age.
23?
In the early
Jesus, that's young.
hours, approximately 4 a.m. of the 11th of February 1984, an incident occurred in the car park of the barn, during which Patrick Nugent sustained serious injuries.
Oh, shit.
Patrick Nugent was provided with first aid CPR at the scene and was subsequently transferred by ambulance to Barrington's Hospital in Limerick. Patrick Nugent died as a result of the injuries he sustained during the incident.
Wait, hold on a second. We've kind of skipped over an important part here. Like, what happened during the incident? Like, what happened during the incident? Was he stabbed? Was he whatever? You know, because someone might have found a knife, someone might have found a gun, you know, they might have found different things. What? Maybe he might say it.
Patrick's death at the time was investigated here at Shannon Garda Station, assisted by the investigation section from the Technical Bureau in Garda headquarters. Following that investigation, a male was charged in connection with Patrick's death, but was subsequently acquitted and cleared of any criminal charges in connection with Patrick's death. To date, no other person has been charged in relation to the death of Patrick Nugent. An investigation team from within the Clare Division has been established at Shannon Garda Station under the direction of a senior investigating officer. The local Garda Division investigation team is supported by the Serious Crime Review team of the Garda National Bureau of Criminal Investigation. The new investigation have been gathering, reviewing and re-examining all available material. The investigation team are utilising advances in modern day investigative techniques.
Good.
The original scene at the barn has been re-examined by a forensic collision investigator. Following consultation with the State Pathologist's Office and Forensic Science Ireland, the remains of Patrick Nugent are being exhumed this morning. This sensitive operation will be carried out expeditiously and respectfully. A forensics anthropologist, Dr. Reem Buckley, will assist with this exhumation. Dr. Heidi Ochters, Assistant State Pathologist, will carry out a formal state post-mortem. It is hoped that with advances in technology and investigative techniques will progress this investigation 40 years later.
Wow, that's unbelievable. And hopefully they do catch the guy. You know what I mean? Hopefully they do catch that son of a bitch, guys. Because, you know, new advances in technology, I mean, that's what we need. Hold up a sec, guys. Make this goddamn footage bigger. Can you guys see all that? I don't know if it's big enough there. I'll make this shit too big, god damn it. But oh shit, hold up. I'm fucking with the screen now. Can you guys see that? Oh shit, hold up. My bad. Okay, let's go back.
The new Garda investigation team at Shannon Garda Station are currently in the process of interviewing witnesses who attended the party.
Yeah, so there was a party on that night in the Bunratty Castle and he got murdered, guys. That's like a damn movie. This is crazy. I mean, respectively, yeah.
In January 2024, in advance of the 40th anniversary of the death of Patrick Nugent, An Garda Síochána, with the family of Patrick Nugent, made a fresh appeal for information on crime call.
Unfortunately, yes.
I've been to Bunratty Castle like loads of times before. I love Bunratty Castle. I never knew there was somebody murdered there. Jeez Louise. In the car park. I've been to that car park. I parked my car in that car park. I mean, alright guys, let me just relax now. But straight up, that's wild. Now, why don't the Gardaí ever take questions at the end? Oh, well, they might take questions, but they should give questions and answers, like, because we want to know more, guys. There should be more Q&A to the public, more, like, they should do a Q&A at the end, you know. Just saying that to this guy here, David Finnerty, cool detective guy, but they should do a Q&A because we want to know more information.
For information on crime call.
Unfortunately, it has taken a long time, but it is important to get to the bottom of what happened. We still believe that the truth is there to be found. We grew up.
Wait a second. This is his brothers. I was gonna say, because 40 years later, I mean, guys, he was 23, so his brothers would be, jeez, Lo, his brothers would be 63 goddamn years old. If they were around the same, if they were the same age as him, shit.
Still believe that the truth is there to be found. We grew up here in 6 Mile Bridge. He was the eldest of the three of us.
Oh yeah, so his brothers are around 60.
I suppose we didn't realise it how good we had it at the time. Pat had a good work ethic. He was certainly leading by example.
And he liked Bunratty, you know.
Within whatever couple of years, he was managing the banquets.
Wow, he was a manager at the banquets. I love Bunratty. Guys, I love Bunratty Castle. I flippin' love, bro, I go to Bunratty Castle. Who doesn't love Bunratty Castle? You know, it's beautiful. It's just along the road there. Like, you guys can kind of go in there. It's like a really nice tourist destination. I love Bunratty Castle.
He liked Bunratty, you know.
Within whatever couple of years, he was managing the banquets. He was very sharp dresser, you know, very smart. And I kind of went with the job as well, like, but definitely he was well turned out. He left here early Friday afternoon, in perfect health, 23 years of age. It was never going to be the same again. Pat was never going to walk through that door again, you know.
Jesus. And you guys can see, like, you know, it still affects him all these years later, guys. You know, his brother, you know, it still affects him. Of course it would, guys. You know what I mean?
We were in bed. It was early enough, still roughly around 8 o'clock. But yeah, the 11th of February, yeah, I mean, let's say it's every parent's worst nightmare, you know.
You know, yeah, there was very little sort of clarity about what really happened that night, you know.
Yeah. So nobody knows. It's kind of like this cold case, guys. You know, maybe he just got hit, like you know, people are fragile. You know, you get hit in the jaw and then you hit your head off the floor, and you know you can actually pass away quite easily. This is actually wild.
Yeah, but his death had a big impact on all of us, sure, but especially the parents. And they had a lot of stuff to deal with. It would have been nice if the answers had come before they had passed on themselves, but unfortunately they never did. And that's why we're still here today, really. You know, after 40 years, we're really no wiser today than we were back then. Even after a trial, an investigation, a trial, an inquest. We definitely feel that somebody knows what happened, and we would appeal for any information or anything that can help this investigation to draw a line under the events once and for all, and, you know, let Pat Nugent rest in peace.
I want to know what the coroner said. Like, was he hit? You know, was he whatever? Because, you know, these cases can be really, weird when it comes to the actual facts of the case. And also, guys, you know, if you think about, there's no CCTV back in the day. Like, there's no CCTV, you know what I'm saying? Like, so anything that happened in that moment, there was no phones. Forget CCTV. Jesus, I think by 1984, that was about, a little over, that was more than 10 years before I was born. Sorry, more than 10 years before I was born. So if you think about that, guys, like, they had no CD players and all that. They had no CCTV. You know, the cars were pretty, not amazing back in the 80s either. Like, things were very rural back in the days.
And today I want to repeat that appeal for public information.
Yeah, and if anyone knows anything, guys, go to the Gardaí. That's why I'm kind of reacting to this. So, trying to help them out a little bit, guys. Trying to help out the state a little bit. Alright, because that's what we're trying to do on this channel. Catch people, or help out, as much as we can anyways.
The primary focus of this investigation is the victim, Patrick Nugent, and his family. Patrick's family deserve to know and to bring closure to what happened to Patrick on the night of the 10th and the 11th of February 1984. I want to speak to any person who has any knowledge of the events that took place at the barn Bunratty Castle on the night of the 10th and the 11th of February 1984. The investigation is focused on all those who attended at the party on the night, either as a guest or a member of staff.
Oh, yes. So, I mean, there was a party on. So somebody would have known something. Somebody would have heard something. I mean, maybe not, guys. He's in the car park. Car park would be quiet. Not many people there, but, maybe they come across this, and also they should have got all the people that were at the party and questioned them, which I'm sure they did, but question the people at the party. Hey, was there any sort of arguments pre that party? Was there any arguments as they were leaving? Was there any arguments, or was there any sort of I'm just throwing out things there, guys. Investigating journalism, right? But if there was any sort of nefarious activities before they left for the car park, you know what I mean?
Do you recall something that you previously were unable to share with the investigation team? Are you a family member or a friend of anyone who attended at the party? You may be able to assist the investigation. Do you have photographs which were taken on the night? There may be still persons who have information on Patrick's state, either at the time or subsequently, who have yet to be spoken to by Gardaí, or who may have been spoken to by Gardaí, but were not in a position to tell what they knew at the time. I'm appealing to those persons, 40 years later, to please come forward and speak to the investigation team. I would urge persons with information in relation to the death of Patrick Nugent to contact the incident room at Shannon Garda Station on 061 365 900, or to contact the Garda Confidential line on 1800 666 111, or indeed any member in Garda Síochána at any Garda station. Finally, I appeal to any person out there who may have information relative to Patrick's death not to assume that we know or that it has limited value. Let us make that decision. I cannot reiterate that enough.
Yeah, that was wild, guys. So let me know your thoughts on that one, guys. I want to also go ring that number, guys. Contact the incident room at the Garda station. It's kind of good to help out the old Gardaí there. Like, it's crazy how there's no information on any of that stuff. Like, just people just don't know, man. It's almost like one day they're here and the next day it's like, what happened? Who knows? This is a really interesting video, guys. I watched like a little bit of this video and it was crazy. But it's basically
Boost your win.
it's basically Destiny, who Destiny is like a sort of a political streamer. It's basically Destiny like losing his mind, and it's a really good video, so I want to watch it again. But check us, kind of crazy, man. I don't know what else to really do on this channel. Oh, before we get into that, actually, the Destiny video, we'll finish off with that. I was watching this video the last. You guys remember I was watching this video?
Like an excuse for kind of things like that as to why some of them may be out of shape. And I think there's encouragement which we need to give to people, but we have to find that we have to tread carefully with encouragement and shaming to the point where they almost feel that they're not they're uncomfortable. They don't feel it's the right place for them. Because I see women in the gym, and I see some men in the gym, and they're literally just walking around the gym for an hour.
So anyway, this video was great. I watched the full hour. I might even just watch the full hour with you guys so my camera doesn't die. But it was like, can you get rich in the UK? I actually think that Ireland is finished. Unless you're doing something on the internet as well, like Ireland is just cooked, guys. It's just finished. But very interesting video, guys. He talks about the house prices and the wages relative to each other as they went up. Now, this is unbelievable, guys. Let's start with this. So here's a breakdown of the average house prices and wages every 5 years from 1980, which is only 40 years ago. It's not that long ago, guys. Not that long ago. Or is it 45 years ago? Yeah, whatever, guys. Maths isn't my strong suit, as you guys know. About 45 years ago, whatever, what have you, okay? But it's pretty late ago. Or sorry, it's pretty not that late ago. 40 years ago really isn't that long ago, okay? Every 10 years is a lifetime, but it's also not crazy, okay, in this grand scheme of things. Now, here are the house prices in 1980. About 45,000 euro approximately. Now, I actually Googled it, and it's really about 42,000 approximately. About 42,000, okay? 42,000, guys, in 1980, 40 years ago. Now, that's flipping nothing. Like, you know, I could buy that house, guys. Like, anyone could buy that house on just a regular salary. I'd have 2 houses, you know, I'd have whatever, guys. 1985 didn't really move. 1990 still didn't really move. 1990, you know, still didn't really go up. Now look at 1990 to 2000, guys. Here's where we see a massive jump, and here's where we see a massive jump every couple of years. So from 1990, hold on, let me zoom in on this for y'all, because y'all are gonna be breaking y'all neck. Let me just, yeah, from 1990 to 2000, you have a what? Triple in the house prices. Now, a triple in the house prices doesn't seem like much, guys, but if you think about it, you're buying a house, which by the way, guys, is just stone. It's just concrete. You know, it's not that like revolutionary. I mean, houses have been around for tens of thousands of years, right? Houses, okay, like the stone and concrete method, whatever. You know, this is long. I mean, not even that long ago, guys. In Ireland, we had like Fullocht Fias. We had, you know, those stone houses that were, you know, our houses are still built out of stone, but it's just like a slightly different stone. You know, the houses nowadays are basically just more well-insulated stone. Like, literally, guys, it's complete scam farce that we're living in. But anyways, video for another time. From 1990 to 2000, the house price went up more than 100,000, 110,000, 105,000 in a 10-year period. Okay, ludicrous. Now, fast forward another 10 years. Hold up. Sorry. Fast forward only 5 years. This is like the boom, right? We call it the green tiger, the boom. From 2000, guys, to 2005. So from 1995 to 2005, in only a 10-year period, the house prices went from 82,000 to nearly 300,000. 8, 16, 24, 32. So the house prices went up 4 times nearly in 10 years. Like, that is an astronomical increase. I mean, that is literally an astronomical increase. Then, from 2005, it dropped a little bit because of the recession, but now it's back up to, guess what, guys? Oh yeah, you've guessed it. They released a study yesterday. from 2025, so about 20 years time, okay, it's gone up another 100,000, more than 100,000. No, hold up, sorry, another 50,000, 60,000. So it's like, or 70,000. And this is fine if you're rich, guys. If you're rich, it's actually not even that big of a deal. The house prices haven't gone up that much. But if you're like on peanuts, guys, if you're on 30,000, 40,000, I mean, you're just not buying a house nowadays. I'm just thinking to myself, like, bro, like, thank God I have family to invest with, and I have an investment that's gonna happen hopefully soon. But if you think about it, guys, in literally 30 years, 40 years max, the house prices have like 10 times nearly, right? Or what is it? 40 from 40 to 36. How many times is 45 going to 30? Yeah, let's just do that, guys, right? 45,000 go into, hold up, guys, my bad. 45 dan I did this arse ways, actually. I messed up. Hold up a second. So 366, boom boom, divided by hold up guys, we gotta set that again. So 366 divided by let's say 45. Yeah, it's gone up 8 times, guys. Like, that's an outrageous statistic. Now let's go on to the average wages in Ireland, okay? So the average wages back in the 1980s was about 10,000, okay? 1985 about 15,000, 1990 about 15,000. So you could still get a house in about 4 or 5 years. You could pay off a house in about 4 or 5 years, right? And this is done on purpose, guys. In 1945, the average wage in Ireland, which I don't believe, I think it's a lot lower than this, personally. It's because some people earn astronomical. Most people earn like 30 to 40,000. Who's earning 50,000 in Ireland, guys? I know a few people, right, high up in their careers. Who's earning 100,000 in Ireland, though, that you guys know? That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, the average wage is 45,000. Like, dude, like, that's only, like, how many X is 45? That's 8 times. Okay, how many times is, let's calculate it. Okay, 8 times increase. Okay, let's calculate. 9. Hold up, my bad, guys. 45 divided by 9,000. Yeah, it's only gone up 5 times, and not even, guys. Like, the thing is, bro, when you're paying stuff off, the money doesn't go as far, bro. Okay, prices saw a steady rise with a sharp increase. While wages have increased over time, the rise in house prices has far outpaced wage growth, contributing to affordable challenges in the housing market. Like, you know, and ChatGPT is asking me, do I want to deep dive into that? No, depressed enough. I'm just joking, guys. I never get depressed. I don't even know what depression is. Personally, I don't know what that is. But it's unbelievable, guys, how you have to get rich nowadays. Like, I don't even know what people do, guys. Like, you guys have to know what you're doing nowadays. Like, if you don't do some sort of entrepreneurialism, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, honestly, like, something on the internet so you can scale your business, some sort of business. Like, you're just cooked, bro. Society cooked, bro. So the house prices are far outseated. And look at, and this was a really interesting, I had to show this to you guys as well. So this is the CSO, the Central Statistics Office in Ireland. Okay, so it's like the main what's happening, right? Look at the house wages. Look at the house property prices in the 1970s, guys. The average house price was 14,000, which realistically means that it was a lot lower than that, because, like I said, in Dublin with off-throw everything, the outliers for something like a house market, the houses that are more expensive would always off-throw that, guys. It wouldn't be that people were much poorer back in the 70s. It would be that as well, but there was still a lot of money in Dublin, let's say, okay? So 14,000, guys, was the average house property price. Like, I could literally have like 10 houses. Well, no, I couldn't. I could have like minimum at least 2 houses, right? On a 30,000 euro wage, which everybody in Ireland earns about 30 to 40,000, guys. Realistically, after taxes, okay? Realistically, okay, for the most part, people IT and stuff like that. Maybe some people even less than that. But look at that, 14,000, and then all of a sudden in 10 years it went from the 1970s 14,000 the 1980s, 45,000. Like, what? Why is it a 4 times increase there, or 3 times increase minimum there? 3 times increase. Then it doubled in the 1990s, and then, shit, bro. From the 1990s to the 2000s, it just went crazy. Like if you even look at the 80s to the 2000s, like even forget about from the 1980s to 2024. Just look at the 1980s to the 2000s, guys. Look at it here. Hold up. From 1980, 45,000 to the 2000, guys. 300,000 into 40,000. That's like a, dude. That's like 6 times it's gone up. 6 times increase. Like, unflippin' believable, guys. You couldn't believe it if you wrote it down. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. 45,000 into, like I said, it's 8-9 times more the price. Like, that is. I never actually looked into this because a lot of people always said, well, the wages have always been really low compared to the house prices, and I'm like, no. Like, I'm sure, like, if you had like a good income, 50,000, you'll be able to afford a house nowadays. No, unless you want a 40-year mortgage, which who the hell wants a 40-year mortgage? Anyways, guys, this is really interesting. This is Destiny's Schizo arc. So it's basically talking about like AI and shit. It's really good, scary video, guys.
It feels like I'm like moving against something, or that there's something like moving against me that I haven't ever really been cognizant of before. I haven't put together all of this in any formal sense. It's just been bouncing around my head. So, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to because I don't even know if I should, for a variety of reasons that I'm not going to get into. So, for example, there were dozens of different accounts that were spamming doxes that were supposedly mine across Twitter, and these accounts were up for over 48 hours. And I reported them, and nothing, like literally 48 hours, these accounts aren't taken down. ELON, for some reason, catches my tweet, or catches a tweet about me from not even a large account, and my account ends up getting demonetized on Twitter in like 2 hours. I'm like, holy shit. I don't know why billionaire Elon Musk is like catching the attention of my Twitter account and is like, seems to be putting his thumb on the scale. That's just very strange to me. Something that I noticed that was very strange, and if you were in chat, you noticed this, that there are a ton of these accounts they're just bots. But like, everybody always says that like a lot of Twitter is botted, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm sure they're a bunch of like random whatever fuck accounts, but I've never really like quantified it before or thought about it before. But there are so many of these accounts.
Like, somebody told me before, guys, no cap, I think it was Elon Musk, he said that like 90% of like accounts on Twitter were bots. Like and I'm not gonna say what type of bots, because I don't know if it's this country or this country, but just straight up bots, guys. Like, guys, I don't even know that have I told you this, guys, before, but when I'm going through my Twitter, let's go to my Twitter page. Hold on a sec, guys. Let's go to my Twitter page. I gotta show you guys something. This is scary shit, guys. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed this. I'm gonna try to get. Yo, where's my dark mode gone? Where's my dark mode? Hold up, guys. I want to go dark mode on this flipping. How do I go dark? Yo, chat. How do I go dark mode on X? Settings. Anyway, whatever. Look at my followers, guys. So I kind of leave this as a coaching post, but also it sees how many people have looked at your post, guys. So about 5,100 people in the past little while have looked at my post, and this is like spam. So if you guys look at my followers, bro, it's the oddest thing in the world. So obviously, shout out to the Liberal, shout out to you guys, Drew the Kid, Just Jim and stuff. Shout out to you, bro. Gary Goodridge, like, he's like a UFC fighter. Like, why would he be following my account? You know what I mean? Like, and the last time he posted was July 17th. Like, anyway, really weird stuff. A lot of these just spam accounts, guys. A lot of these spam accounts. Garrod Murphy, legend. Frugal Number, legend. Ben Scallon, legend. Like, a lot of these guys are legends, alright? But, like, look at the people. Hold up. Look at my followers. Hold on. Let me just show you guys, like, the people that follow me. Like, a good few people are really great people. Baron Strawberry. Like, a lot of kind of cool people that I follow. Right? Knox Hill, a lot of rappers and stuff. But look at my followers, bro. They're all just bots, bro. Nucko Brate, Jesse Malin. And if you click on these profiles, guys, Raj, L Farms, they're all like following 3,000 people or around that. It's all the same amount of followers and following. It's so creepy, bro. Look at this following 7,000. Caroline, look at someone, bro. I think I'm losing my mind here as well. Look at Elf Harms. Like, who the like, this is not a real account, guys. This is like all bots, bro. Every single person that follows me on Twitter is a bot, bro. Like, I actually think I'm losing my mind here, guys. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna show you guys. Every single person that follows me is a bot, bro. And like on YouTube, you can see the followers, and they're not bots because they talk to me, they respond to me, kind of, but like in regular language. But every single person here is a bot, bro. Every single one that follows me is a weird name, and they're following like 7,800 people, and they have 57 followers. It's always the same. Look at this, guys. Hold on, man. I'm actually getting goosebumps here. Look at this. Bro, this actually creeped me the fuck out. Yusra Richens, 7,455 followers, following 91. But look at this. Bellin Wilford, following 7,464. I'm actually getting kind of scared, guys. Followers 57. Look at Anelis. Hold up. Where'd she go? The same amount of followers. Yeah. 7,382. 4,000. Okay. It's a little bit different. 7,455. 7,464. Same amount of following. Bro, YouTube is just tripping me the fuck out. Or Twitter is just... Lael Bozel. Same again. 7,466 following. The same followers, like... Bro. 7,480. 7,398. Bro, what is going on, bro? 7,495. 7,461 following. Are you guys getting freaked out like I am? Bro, I'm actually tripping out, man. Marshall Mathers. Eminem is following me. Shout out to Eminem. 5,315. They all are following loads of people. 7,461. It's the same person, just a different account. Bro, this is so weird, bro. Like, every single account is 7,000, bro. It's so weird, bro. So weird. I know you guys, like, you're crazy. 7,466. 96 followers. Like, what is fucking going on, bro? I should probably... Yeah, I have to talk about that as well. Yeah, guys, it's funny because... Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 7,474. Like, bro, I'm telling you guys, you guys think I'm crazy, man. It's like 7,466. Like, these are all just spam accounts, bro. Like I'm not even followed by like maybe 3 or 4 people. I love cocks in every shape and length, sharing mostly the things I like, which make my willy hard. And there's also some pics of my own. What the? Yeah, 7,494. It's always 7,000 and then some number. 7,500. Marshall Mathers again. I have 3 M&Ms following me. 7,455. Like, bro, what is happening? 7,459. Elon Musk. troll account. Avril 7,472. Like what the fuck, bro? I'm losing my fucking mind here. 4608. Oh, Fionn, that's my friend. Much love, Fionn. 7461. Bro, what the fuck is going on here, bro? Hold on, guys. I'm telling you, it's not over. It's not over. 7456. 77 followers. Like every single person is following me with the same amount of followers. 4,005. Like what the fuck, bro? I know that guy. 7447. Bro, so creepy. This shit is like really creepy. You guys will see in this video that I react to now. Shit is so creepy, guys. Let's go back. Look, 7488. Okay, 7427. Okay. I'll keep that investigation going, guys, but I wish I worked for like the police or something. I'd literally just stay on the laptop all day and just help the police find criminals and shit, and just like help people get like spammed. But I don't know if the police want me though, because I'm talking about the government and stuff, and they don't really like that. So it is what it is. Anyways, guys, let's get on to this, man. Oh shit, I can't show that on YouTube actually. Shit. Is this video still live, guys? Oh, bollocks. Oh no. Oh, I'm still live. Woohoo! Alright. Crazy. Alright, guys, let's watch this, man.
They all would talk in a certain type of manner, and some of them, they're generally programmed, I think, to only respond to themselves, so that they build engagement and they look real. So many of their accounts, if you scroll through their media, they end up like looking like this. They post like the same image over and over and over and over and over again. If you 100% have identified one as a bot, then you just have to see who responds to them and who they respond to. Here's an account. This guy here, this is not a real person.
Amazon Prime Big Deal Days are here.
Bro,
2 days of epic deals that'll make...
Now, I don't know why.
Right? This is not a real human being. This picture, this is not real. This person is not, this is not a real person.
What?
Okay? This is not a, this is not a real person, right? But when you scroll through his account, like you will find him, like, and other people, they talk to each other. Oh, this account, we went through this one. This account, this guy, this is not a real account, okay? This guy tweets at me. Oh, look, and you can see on the pictures, look, they do the thing where they'll post the same picture like over and over again.
This is like AI, like just all over the internet, guys.
So like we can click through. Oh, he talks to Jeffrey again. Oh wait, are all of his replies to Jeffrey? They might all be, all of his replies.
You should be ashamed of yourself dodging that game of pool. I bet you went dining at woke Chipotle instead. What?
Might be to Jeffrey. Oh, this A. O'Connell guy or whatever. Holy banger, Jeff. Thank you, Albert. By far and away, my biggest tweet. This is not a real person. Trump 2004. What the fuck does that even mean? Purebred American alpha.
Yeah, like this is all just like AI, like spam. It's like wild, bro. Like who is doing this? Trump 2004. It should be Trump 2024, right? Purebred American alpha male, the left's worst nightmare. Like this is not real.
Alpha male, the left's worst nightmare. What? Mouth is still numb from the dentist 2 hours ago. It might be over for me. What? This isn't a real account. This is not a real person, okay? I haven't been to the liberal dentist since 9/11. That was the wake-up call I needed. Is this a...
Like what? Bro, that's not even. That's nothing. That's like not even a sentence.
A real account? Bro, okay, no, I spent hours last night. I spent hours last night going through these fucking accounts, okay? I don't think any of these are real. I don't think any of these people are real, okay? And they talk about sports. They look sophisticated, okay? They do. I don't think this is a real person. I don't think it's a real person. I don't think so.
So
this
weird.
This guy who's not real. He's not real. No better way to start off the day, okay? This is a white foot. This is not real. And you can find, this was posted in 2024, okay, on Twitter, okay? This came from Reddit. This is a Reddit comment from 2 years ago, all right? This guy, this is not a real person.
I think what's happening to the internet is like, it's like scouring the AI, is like scouring the internet, like picking up posts and then posting it on AI chat, on AI like websites. Really weird.
All right, he's not real. This is not a real person. But I'm pretty sure that if you look at but then I'm looking at this and I'm like, is this actually a bot replying to me, making relatively sophisticated cuck jokes at me? I'm not sure. Okay, so
AI is just ridiculously advanced nowadays. It's crazy. It's scary stuff.
In chat, somebody links a YouTube video of this guy.
My name is Egon Chalakian. I am an
That doesn't even sound like a real name.
intelligence educator. I prepare intelligence personnel for clandestine service. The focus of my career has been centered on the intelligence component of national security.
This is a 3.5-hour video, okay? With a couple of sometimes strange audio glitches. I try to Google around getting information about this guy, and we're looking for like 20 minutes in chat, okay? I can't find anything. Like, apparently he has really strong credentials, okay? He's got a very unique name.
Yeah, look at his name, guys. Dr. A. Egon Chalakian. Chalakian. National security expert, federal lobbyist, U.S. Congress and White House, registered foreign agent, U.S. Department of Justice, National Security Division member. Like, he has all these flipping credentials. I mean, United States Geospatial Intelligence Foundation and founding member, OSNIT Foundation, worked for 4 U.S. presidents, 3 national security advisors, 1 CIA director, and there's no information on the internet about him. Like, what?
He's got very strong credentials, but I can't actually find good information about, like, who it is, okay? Who is this person? Go to the channel and check the comments. I did. All these comments are bots. 100%. They all type like it. There's a way that they type. However, this is happening last night. This is happening off stream in my chat room. And as we're talking about this, out of nowhere, an account shows up.
Bro, this is just really creepy.
So, this account shows up in chat. The name is net_helpmessage_2221. And he says, are people saying this Chalakian guy isn't real? I found a court document that looks like from a case involving the guy. Dude looks unhinged in it. And then he tags Cyber Vegan, who's helping me look at things, and then he tags me with the court document. Okay? Account was created minutes before typing this message in chat. No smurfs, no other hits on this IP address, no other messages in chat ever. This is at like, I think like 3 a.m. CST, Central Standard Time. So I geolocate the IP address for this account. The account is from Wisconsin, or the IP address is from Wisconsin. And I look at what it used to authenticate on my website, and it registered with the email 4destiny13337@gmail.com.
That's wild.
And then, what's even weirder is you open this court case. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I only read like the first page. But, so, I don't know if this proves, I don't even know what this proves, okay? So, United States District Court for the District of Massachusetts. So we have a federal court case, and it's the guy, the ELON Egon Chalakian, versus the FBI, I think the state of Massachusetts. It's all the wrong font for court documents. Yeah, I noticed that the state was misspelled up here. Like, is this even a real court case? How would they get it on the official site? I don't know, because this is govinfo.gov, right?
Weird.
I want to know if this guy is real. This guy might be real. I just want to know if this guy's real.
Like, he's not real, bro. It's the whole thing about it.
Qualified particle physicist affiliated with the preeminent CERN particle physics laboratory. I retain a very active...
Wait, what did he just say?
What is happening, bro?
Wait, sorry, hold on. We're getting so sidetracked. But this...
The amount spent on discrediting Elantra is equivalent to the cost of only... The amount spent on discrediting Elantra is equivalent... The amount spent on discrediting Elantra is equivalent to the cost of only...
What the hell is going on, bro?
Wait, you're right. Wait, why does he have 2 clip-on mics?
Oh, yeah. And, like, the pictures in the background, guys, I've watched this video already. The pictures in the background, guys, don't have any faces on them. They're just... It's all AI, bro. It's AI generated.
One for backup, maybe? Wait. One for backup, maybe?
I think the internet's just going to eventually make everybody lose their mind. But because I'm so mentally strong, guys, it's never going to happen to me. But I think YouTube might be watching this video because I just saw a big prominent character in Ireland get his whole channel deleted. And I am not going to do any political stuff anymore. I'm going to self-censor because I do not want to be cut off YouTube at all. Like, at all, guys. Hold up. And my views have just been tanked the last like few weeks when I was talking about different stuff. But I'm going to slowly work my way back up again, guys. I'm just not going to talk about any sort of political shit too much anymore. I've kind of had it with this channel being censored. You know, as soon as I talk anything political, the views on my videos get tanked, guys. You know what I'm saying? So no more political stuff for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts on that one. And yeah,
Maybe? Bro.
My name is Egon Chalakian. I am a part...
This is 10 months ago. Wait, so is he real? Is it real?
bro, he has 2 mics again. It ain't real.
With the background pictures.
So there's no faces in the background pictures.
Wait, I can't tell if I'm mind myself.
It's crazy.
Maybe it's just low resolution? Bro, I'm losing my mind. What is this? Look at the book names. They don't have names. They don't have any names.
Yeah, it's completely AI generated. Like, it's actually wild. Like, nobody is real in this.
It's... Wait, hold on. What is... The real...
But they look real.
Photo. Wait, are these...
Oh, they've taken the
hands
old
real?
photo.
I don't know what I don't even know I don't know what's happening right now. Wait, the women's faces are at the exact same angle. People are saying it's like the exact same face. Is it though?
I don't even know, guys.
No. Hold on. Oh! No. Wait. This. It is fake. This is a fake picture.
Oh. That's wild.
Oh, shit.
That's wild.
I'm trying not to go full schizo on this. I feel like I'm leaning into something right now that, like, you're not supposed to touch or that you're not supposed to lean into. This kind of feels like a joke to say. I'm not suicidal, obviously. Never been suicidal. No thoughts of suicide, just as a...
Me neither.
Just as
Ever.
a thing to throw out there.
That's wild.
I love it, and hopefully I'll be back. I should be back tomorrow.
Anyway, guys, yeah, kind of interesting theory there. But yeah, let me know your thoughts tonight, guys. I'm going to do some more kind of cool stuff, maybe. What's it been, an hour and 20 minutes? Do I have to answer any text messages, guys? Just one from my friend. Let's put on this one. I like this, guys. This is nice motivation. Anyway, guys, I might just change the name of this title as well, because I don't know. I see people's channels getting deleted now, and I'm not really on that buzz, guys, honestly. That's gas. Alright, guys, let's see this one. Let's go back, because there's a few good topics in this one.
His older brother works there, but it's hard to get a Friday and Saturday because he's got regulars for years who just block book certain times. So he knows, like they don't even need to call. This man's coming at this time, the same time every week. That man's coming at, but that's when a barber's really good, when he's got.
Yeah, when he's busy.
Yeah, he's super busy. You know what I mean? And I don't think they don't open on Mondays. I don't think. I think that's like their day off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the £30. Well, I think there's a place called Slider Cuts. I think they charge. Well, let me not say. I've learned that expensive is relative.
Yeah.
To what you can pay for. So I think they've trimmed people like Stormzy, people like Anthony Joshua. Yeah. So if Anthony Joshua's paying, I don't know what he pays. Let's say he's paying £100 or £150 or £200 for a trim. That might be expensive for me, but it's not for them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I guess if you can expense it, I guess you can. But I don't know how much. What?
£200 for a haircut is outrageous, guys. I mean, that is just ludicrous amounts of money. Like, what the hell? What are we talking about here?
Can it be anything less than £20? Because you got to think about it. How long's the average trim?
Bro, you know what's mad?
45 minutes.
Was it 5, 10? No. When Kizzy was in Brixton, we used to pay £5 for a trim.
How long ago was that?
It's like 10 years ago. Then his dad passed, and I said to him, "Right, raise the price to minimum 10." He raised it to 8 for like a couple months.
Yeah.
He said he thought Mandan was going to drop off. I said, what happens is, if some people drop off, others are going to step in. Then after that, he'd moved house. Then he was charging. I said to him, raise it up again, because bro, you got more bills now.
Yeah.
So he was charging 15 at home, then 20 driving to people. I said, mate, you're driving from Brixton Hill to Croydon to come link me for 20. I said, nah, man, your cost is from you driving from there to here, you're losing time.
Yeah.
So I said, I'll pay you 30. So he thought he's not going to be able to get 30. I said, mate, if I tell all my brethren it's 30, everyone's going to pay for it, because everyone's going to think about your travel time.
Yeah.
That you could just be sat down in one place and making that money, but you're losing an hour there and back. So we're paying for that convenience. Next minute now, he's got you, me, Matthew, age and a half sometimes, a couple other men I know. So I said to him, now you see that it's worth more. Remember before, let's say before he started doing the home visits, bro, Kizzy never used to go on holiday. That's why now he's got Hollywood on us, where sometimes
he's got a lot of people to trim now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of people to trim now. Because sometimes now he might be like, I'm taking this weekend off. And you know what, I can't be mad at it, because I used to say to him, bro, take time off. Take time off. He'd be like, man, blah blah blah. I'm like, now you're making 6 times more than what you was charging before. It makes sense, you know. And I said to him before, We was coming to your house. Man was putting them little heaters by our feet because we were cold in the winter. We're burning your electricity, charging our phones, watching TV.
You know he's got no overhead.
Yeah.
All his overheads now is his car and the petrol that he uses to get up and down. And maybe, I don't know, the little tissue thing they put around your neck, etc. But no, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. But I think the reason why I think he can charge more is because everyone likes to groom. Everyone does grooming. I mean, not that kind of, not the
P Diddy type of grooming.
Not that kind of grooming. Not the BBC one. I mean, grooming is in like looking after ourselves. And I think it's been for a long time as men we've pretended that we don't care about our looks. You know, for instance, like my next holiday is probably going to be Turkey. You know, and yeah, and I think it's time to rejuvenate my youth. You know, it's time to look a bit younger than I do.
His hair looks fine. He definitely doesn't need a hair transplant. I think that a lot of this stuff, guys, get to a point where it's like a bit overdone. Like you're too into your looks as a guy. It's a little bit beta, guys. Like you're too into your clothes. You're too into your clean cut. I just want to be clean cut look. That's all. Just clean cut, shaven. You know, shave every day if I can. You know what I mean? Get a haircut every month. You know what I mean? This whole too clean cut is like too much, bro. Too much.
You're gonna just do your hair. You're gonna do your beard.
I might buy just for men. You know, just get the beard dyed.
Yeah, okay. Dyeing your hair is not that bad, but getting the hair transplant, getting the flip, it's just too much, guys. It's just too much. But you know, doing your nails and all that. Oh, bro, come on, lose me on that, guys. You lose me on that. It's really beta. Just you are what you are, guys. God has given you what you're given. God giveth and God taketh away, guys. Just do with what you've been given and work as hard as you can on that. Just hit the gym. Hitting the gym is way more important than any of this bullshit. You know, dyeing your hair and is one hair out of place. Like, dude, no girl's gonna look at your hair and say, "Oh, well, I would have slept with him because it was flipping haircut." But now his haircut's 1 centimeter out of place. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. I got this haircut maybe a week ago. And when I got the haircut, it was only €14 in Dublin. And I actually liked the place. I got my best haircut ever. But then I went there before. But then I went to a different guy and he cut my hair really poorly. And I probably won't be going back to that guy. And he was a nice guy. I'm not saying anything against the guy's character. He just didn't cut my hair the way I wanted. I'm sure he cuts other people's hairs really well. I'm sure he does, okay, because he has a lot of clients. And I didn't like the way he cut my hair. So I was just, because I told him wrong. I told him short on top. So I got this haircut that makes me look like, you know, G.I. Joe, G.I. Jane, like sort of a butch lesbian. sort of a military, U.S. military, like, hoorah, like, okay, hoorah, class 5413, hoorah, David Goggins. Like, it makes me look like I'm in the flipping Marine Corps. You know what I mean? Whereas I like my hair a little bit of a bangs. White people, we like the bangs coming down just a little bit, guys. Nothing too crazy, just so I can kind of, comb it over a little bit, so it just looks a little bit better. But I cared about my haircut for about 6 hours, guys. I honestly, after that, I didn't give a shit. I was like, I complained a little bit, but now, then you know what? I was like, whatever, don't give a shit. On to the next thing. I'm focused on making money, getting money, and getting money. That's all you guys should be focused on. And looking and, being jacked. When you're over 25, getting jacked and making money is the only two things you should be focused on, guys. All the rest of this shit is just, feminine bollocks, man.
And I think.
And raise your beard like to here, yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. That's a bit much. But I think
you don't want the Rick Ross beard.
No.
You sure?
I think I've got nothing wrong with what people want to do in regards to surgery. Yeah. For instance, as long as you do it safe. Yeah. Like I'm willing to go Turkey. I'm willing to get my hairline done. I will come back with the shape up of the Centurions, and it'll make me feel a lot more confident. I'm not going to pretend. As I've always said, that I take pictures from a certain side because I know this side is better than this side. This side has started.
You wouldn't even notice, brother. You look the same, bro, on each side.
You might see the corners.
Yeah, this one has started backsliding like a fornicating Christian. So this one is like doing back shots, but this side is holding hands. So I just need to make sure that when I go to Turkey, that there's one guy that posted a reel the other day. I think it was from Congo or from Sierra Leone. One brother.
Yeah, the teacher.
He posted some funny reel. So I'm gonna get some advice, go straight to that place and get it done, because I've tried to use some oils. Some oils have worked. I've used certain things, but I just think, you know what? Forget all this back and forth. Let me just go there and be a strong 8.7.
That's a
strong. And when I get that trim from that from that, whatever you call it, the hair follicle replacement, whatever it is. The amount of +44s, a lot of people on WhatsApp, they're not going to see my picture anymore. They're just going to see that grey image. I'm deleting so many of you.
It's expensive, no? It's like $5.
Yeah, but I think the confidence...
No, I don't think it is in Turkey, you know.
No?
I'm sure it's $5.
No, not in Turkey. Man, and me say like 1.5, 2.
Bro.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use my fake influence to try and get it done for free. So I'm going to find that same place, the guy did it, and say, look, I've got this amount of followers, blah, blah, blah. Let's try and do it. Like, let me know, I'll advertise it, do a day in the life trick. I don't think I'll probably pay for it, but Turkey should be my next trip because I think confidence is everything. You know, and I think you find that I've never had the best hairline. Never had, even when I was younger.
His hairline is fine. Like, it's funny how, like, from an outsider's perspective, the guy looks great. In my opinion, just looks like a regular guy. Like, just a regular 37-year-old. Just a regular guy over 35. Just regular. Like, everyone to me just looks regular, but everyone in their head has his own insecurity. It's like, I just don't think it matters that much, guys, honestly, man.
I never
Mine was super sharp, bro. My take has just been backsliding over the past few years. It's been MJ moonwalking and then white squid.
Again, this guy's hairline is just a regular adult male. Just a regular guy. You know, about to hit the bench press. Like, just regular guy. Like, when I go to the gym, guys, to me, every single person in the gym is just a regular guy. Like, nobody stands out, really. You know, no one's like flipping, you know, Brad Pitt, superstar. You know, because, and why is that, guys? It's not because of what you look like, it's because of what you do. Yeah, women, we look at women because women, you know, unfortunately nowadays, society has put on them what they look like is the most valuable thing for women. Unfortunately, it's pretty disgusting in my personal opinion. But, you know, for men, it's like what you do. You can be the most handsome looking guy in the world. If you're homeless, no one gives a shit, guys. If you look like a model, but you're broke, doesn't matter. It does not matter, guys. It matters to a certain extent. You'll still get women and stuff like that, but society will value you a lot more if you're, you know, worth 10 million and a movie star, you know, like the Irish movie stars nowadays, than if you're a broke guy but you look good. Like, trust me on this one, guys. Trust me on this one. Society values that shit a lot more, way more.
Yeah, I've never been good, and I can't lie. It's always it knocks your confidence a little bit. I can't pretend. I know there's guys out here right now who your barber's not telling you the truth. Like, you're going to the barbershop and he's shaping you. Your barber should slap the back of your head.
Bro, shaping you and he's
there's nothing to shape.
Graffiti your hair and taking pictures for Instagram.
Like, your barber's a liar. Your barber should literally, like, just take the cloak off you. It's enough.
That Beijing thing irritates me.
It's enough. What's that?
That Beijing, that barber spray.
Oh, the thing at the end?
Yeah, and the follicles. No, the
I don't use that. You use that?
No. No, I swear, no, Gabe, I know.
You must have paint your nails like Drake. No, I'm not. If yours.
Last time I went.
See, you know what's funny, guys? We, like, in just, like, regular, like, society, I'm just like a regular guy. Like, I'm not super famous. I'm nothing like that, guys. And it's funny because when people look at other people on the internet, they're like, man, this guy must be, like, some sort of, like, superstar, you know, with millions of subscribers and whatever. They're really not, guys. The people that can, hold up a second, let me get comfortable here. The people that can paint their nails and do dumb shit and look weird, their hair all trashy like Jay-Z, they can do that because they're billionaires, guys. The money and the status and the fame overrides everything. If you're just a regular guy, you need to have a good haircut. You need to have good clothes, clean clothes on. You need to, like, have your breath smelling fresh. You know, you need to, like, look good, be in shape and stuff to get women or to get status in life. Like, you can't do that. If you're a multi-billionaire, like Jay-Z, LeBron James, who are all you guys' heroes? You know, Cristiano Ronaldo, but even he looks kind of clean cut as well. The same as LeBron James. They're pretty clean shaven guys, clean cut, shaven, you know, beards and stuff. Whatever. Name a basketball player. I watched basketball. Name a basketball player. You know, these people that normally look like trash guys, they normally wear weird clothes, but they can do that shit because they're so ultra famous. They're actually trying to downplay their fame. They're actually trying to be like, not that famous or whatever. You know, it's unbelievable, guys, how people follow that shit. Like, it's crazy, bro.
I went to my brother's barbershop, yeah, and I walked in, and one man's hair's got done, next man's hair got done. Then when it's my turn, I said, yeah, bro, I beg you don't spray that thing on my head. What do you mean? I said, yeah, I don't do that still. I said, it's fake. Because
All I'm
I said,
saying-
I'm going out tonight, yeah? I'm going to do this now. I'm going to go to my bathroom, wash my hair, then I'm going to be pissed. Because I don't look like what I saw in the mirror.
As I was saying, all you guys that do that spray thing, when you spray the hair things on there, what I'm going to say is that you might as well paint your nails. I'm just going to say is that for years, we've dissed women for doing amendments to their faces, to their eyelashes, to their eyebrows, and now some of you are spraying hair on your hairline. It's a catastrophe. It's tyranny. It's a sad.
Do you just call hairspray tyranny? That's hilarious.
It's a sad day. You know, I remember one time I saw my mate, and I knew his hairline was worse than mine. I saw him one day and it looked like someone had used, you know, like black felt. I didn't want to say anything, but I had to be a good friend. I said, bro, what's going on, man? He goes, what do you mean? I goes, what's that on the front of your head? He chatted like he didn't know what it was. I said, bro, you've painted a hairline on. Like, just might as well paint your nails. A lot of people got onto Drake the other day for painting his nails. And I said, I wouldn't paint my nails, definitely not, but those are rich people problems. I'm not Drake.
So you know who told him to do that? I think it was Uzi or Yachty. You know, Little Yachty. He said if you do that, you stop biting your nails. That's why he done that. So, so I started laughing. I said, "Raw, so you using that?" Yeah. So Yachty said,
That's probably true, guys. Like, I actually am not like even anti. If you guys want to do whatever you guys want to do, paint your whatever, wear whatever. Like, I'm all for that, guys. You can do all that stuff. It's fine for me, but it's fine to me. But yeah, it's just like a lot of people think that they can get away with stuff, and you just can't, guys. When you're just a regular guy, man, you need a nice car, you need a nice house, like you need these nice things to like, whatever. If you guys want to get women and stuff like that, which I know a lot of guys don't want to admit it, but a lot of guys do stuff for women. Like me personally, guys, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I think that doing stuff for women and like pandering for other men, I think it's just the most beta male shit in the world, guys. I don't know, guys. Call me flipping weird or whatever, but like when you're like too, like, you know, jumping for your friends or like too much. I will, for some really close friends, do stuff for them, you know, whatever. But I think to a certain extent, guys, like you need to be a little bit more like not caring about what like every woman thinks about you, you know what I mean? And I know like you only have a limited time to get women, maybe up to the age of 40, 45, 50, you know what I mean? For a guy after 50, it's like, you know, I'm 30 now, so there's only another, whatever, 20 years of that, let's just say. Even that, guys, really, to 35, but you only care to a certain point. But like, guys, like, do shit for yourself, bro. Like, I don't understand, man. Go to the gym more, you know, and, you know, dream a little bit more, you know, have hobbies and stuff, you know, shit.
yeah, you stop biting your nails if you paint them.
No, it's
but
true.
I was just like, well, why would you?
Okay, I wouldn't paint my nails, but it was a conversation that I was at some event the other day, and was talking about the Drake thing with his nails, and was asking about grooming, as in how far is grooming, or how far is it when guys are doing things to make themselves look good or look nice. And I asked a question. I said, we've gone from a time where, well, in certain parts of Nigeria, you can't braid your hair. Like they'll say you're a woman. Like,
You couldn't braid your hair. You couldn't dye your hair.
you couldn't dye your hair. In certain parts, you couldn't even get piercings. Like to pierce your ear back in the day as a guy was seen as fruity. Yeah. Now guys can pierce their ears, you know, and guys are even doing a bit more than that. So I asked the question. I said, why is it fruity or zesty, or what is gay about painting your nails? And they were saying, oh, because
I don't think it is, guys. I don't think it's gay or weird. Like, I don't think it's any of that stuff, honestly. I don't, man. To paint your nails and do that kind of stuff. I personally don't think that's stuff.
It's what women do. And I said there are times where there were things that only women done that men did. And I said,
it's true.
Even with the skinny jeans. Back in there when we grew up.
I never did skinny jeans ever. I always wore like baggy jeans. And it's funny, at 18 years old, it was like around it was like the time where people wore skinny jeans. I still didn't wear skinny jeans, and now 10 years later, at 29, I still wear baggy jeans, and now the trend is baggy jeans. So I just outlasted the trend, guys. I just waited for the trend to be over, and there it goes. Trend over, and now it's back to baggy jeans again for Gen Z. Shout out to Gen Z, actually. I actually like Gen Z, man. They're cool, bro. Gen Z are cool as... Some of them are a bit weird to talk to and shit on nights out. They're a little bit like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Just a little, like, dude, y'all need to chill out a little bit. Just chill out a little bit, guys. But for the most part, Gen Z are pretty cool. You know what I mean? You know, they're cool to talk to, but because people hate on them a lot, guys. I don't think the hate is that deserved. A lot of people my age that are just idiots as well. So
if you wore tight jeans, you was whatever I don't want to use the word, but you was one of the alphabet people. Now, it's one of those things where I say, I'm going Turkey. Could someone say that's zesty? Could someone say I'm being fruity for trying to sort out my hairline? If you decide to buy products,
I don't think so at all. But I just don't think it's necessary
to sort out your hairline. Are you being fruity? Are you being zesty?
Bro, I'm using minoxidil, finasteride. Shout out, Manuel. Love you. Getting me back in place.
But why not? Why not just let it go bald?
Impossible.
But why not?
Bro, that's gonna ruin my market.
Well, why not?
I told you, they'll get bored. I'm getting a girlfriend straight away. I love you, baby. My market is done.
Why not?
Bro, do you know how many men here that we know are bored here, and what have they got in common? Every day party we go, they've always got a hat on in pictures.
Yeah, but...
Bro, am I lying?
No, but, okay.
Am I lying?
I ain't got bald friends, so I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Scroll through Instagram. Anytime you see us out and you see stories and we're at a day party, all the men that are bored, even though they say they like being bored, they always wear hats.
No one can like being bald because they're not bald by choice.
No one can like being bald.
Because they're not bald by choice.
No one can like being
Unless you've chosen and be like, yeah, I'm going to go bald today. You can't enjoy it. Because it's by force.
The only man we know that fully rocks bald confidently, that's it. 100%. He loves it.
But when you say confidently, what's the other option?
Huh? Nah,
that's the point.
Nah, when Daps had hair...
It's like saying I enjoy prison. You have to be there. You got no choice.
Like from young,
there's no option.
Then again, to be fair, Dapson doesn't wear a hat a lot. So I give him that. So Dapson, yeah, that's right.
And that's the one man I could say, yeah, bald suits you.
Yeah, because he ain't got a funny head shape. Like I can't. I said before.
I can't pull it.
I could never go bald. I could never do it to myself.
Bro, I'm gluing one of my chisel hats to my head if I go bald.
No offense to that guy, but it's like, saying he could never go bald is a little bit insecure, guys. It's a little bit like, dude, just go bald, man. It's fine. Like, just wear beanie caps and wear hats, and like, even just looking at yourself getting bald is fine, guys. Who gives a shit, man? Everyone's so afraid of going bald. It's just like, bro. And I've said this to guys, man. It's just like, it just goes over their head. Just shave your head, man. Who gives a shit, man? It's the most feminine thing in the world. Oh man, I'm so afraid for my hair to fall out. It's like, dude, come on, man. At a certain point, it's like, whatever happens, it is, man.
I can do it.
I'll be the shower, like, with the peak just dripping, and I'll hair dry it. I can't do it. Yeah.
I think hair is very important, and I think it's like what they say is our crown. And I think for me, why I will be going to Turkey very, very, very shortly is because,
bro.
It gives you confidence. When you're taking pictures, etc. I don't have to keep taking it from the left. And I think guys, we can sit there pretending like we don't care about our looks and we're not vain. A lot of us are vain, even when you go to the gym. I will say that when I go gym, it's only of recent that I've started doing cardio. Typically when I go gym, I'm just doing weights. I don't care about my fitness. But
guys, like I said, man, shouldn't be overly cautious and caring about their looks, guys. Get jacked, and the money will take care of the rest, guys. Like, get some high status and get rich. Like, well, not rich, but like, get a lot of money, get your own place, get a nice car. That stuff will take care of the rest, guys. Your looks to a certain degree, it only takes you so far, guys. Your looks, you know what I mean? If you're the best looking guy in your city, but you're homeless, no one gives a shit, guys, right?
But it's only like when you literally go and do it, when you just run for something. Yeah. Like the other day, I was gonna miss the train, maybe a few weeks, about a month back. So I was jogging to get the train. I jogged for like a minute. When I got on the train, I was like this. I said, bro, you can't. With all this fake muscle, you can't run for a minute.
That's why you tried to ask me the other day. You said, "Oh, could I run for 5?" No, 5K. Yeah, I said, yeah.
So you can do a 5K.
Yeah, I can do a 5K.
Non-stop.
Yeah.
At a good speed.
Yeah. Bro, that's one thing I purposely try not to lose, because I know the moment that goes, I'm doomed.
Yeah.
I'm doomed. I'm proper doomed. I felt the effects during COVID.
Cardio is very important. My whole life, I never really did that much cardio, and then I did it too much. I was doing like ultra marathon training. I was doing like 15 miles a day. It was insane, guys. No cap. I remember one day I did like 30 miles. It was just crazy. But if you guys do interval sprints twice a week, that's loads, man. That's a great workout. I'm gonna do sprints tomorrow. It's gonna be my workout plus some weights and stuff. But really focusing on your cardio really improves everything, every aspect of life, guys.
Remember during COVID, I was running 5Ks.
Yeah.
But I remember the first day, man ran 5K. Bro, it took me 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And if you know how many times I stopped, how many times I was coughing out phlegm,
Yeah.
I said, you're like an old man. All this fake muscles.
No, but it's bad that you got to think about that. People are gonna say, yeah, but there's people who are fit and they pass away. That's fine. But the likelihood of you passing away when you're fit is slimmer than someone who's out of shape. And out of shape doesn't necessarily mean you're not fit. Yeah. Because I know guys, and I know a guy who is bigger than me, but fitter than me. Yeah. If that makes sense. No. Because sometimes there's not a correlation between being slim and being fit. Because you can find a really slim person now who can't jog for 5 minutes.
Perfect example.
I would actually be more inclined to say that a big jacked guy is going to be more fit than a skinny guy, because they just train. The big jacked guy trains a lot, and the skinny guy doesn't train at all, guys. Like, I feel way fitter than most people playing football and stuff. So
Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan White.
Yeah. He's fitter than all of us.
He's fitter than all of us.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, but he don't look as in shape as us.
Yeah.
So that's a good example there. Yeah.
Yeah. No, fitness is, and I think what I find is that, especially when I do cardio and I train and do cardio, I feel a lot better, and I don't feel as stressed. And I think a lot of the times my hairline's funny because it will go back when I'm stressed, but then it will move forward when I'm not stressed. It's like it's weird. I don't know. It repairs itself.
Bro, remember I said beginning of the year.
I believe that, guys. I think we're just adding stress to ourselves. Like, people shouldn't be so stressed. Like, you should be stressed about your work and stuff, but not emotionally. So you get like worked up. You know what I mean? Like, you should be stressed, but not like emotionally stressed.
Like, if you saw videos, here was totally.
Do you have borders in your family? That was your uncles or your dad or?
Nah, all the older generations. Them man, their hair's. Them man got thick hair, bro. They got afros.
Okay.
It's our generation that is pissed.
Yeah, because my granddads, they've all got a hair full of head.
Yeah, all the older generation of my family.
I'm refusing to be the outcast. It's not gonna happen.
Bro, you know what it is? I think our generation, the stress we're under, like you said, cost of living, all of that. It's
cost of living.
It's just literally crushing us.
Yeah, no,
it's literally bro. Like, look.
Pause.
All right, guys, but let me know your thoughts tonight, guys. I'm gonna end the stream right there. Become an entrepreneur. I'm gonna switch up. I'm gonna make motivational live streams, guys. I've had it with this bullshit. I'm thinking. I'm looking at my live streams. I got some people talking about this, talking about that, talking about this, talking about that. But I want to do motivational live streams from now on. So mark my words, YouTube. I'm gonna do lots of motivational live streams. No more too much political stuff. If I do political jobs, it's gonna be outside of YouTube. It's just not worth it doing political stuff, guys. You know, the nonsense that comes with it is just, it's not worth it, guys. So let me know your thoughts, bro. I love you all. And when I mean all, I mean everyone, guys. I mean you too. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace. Oh, 5 hours. Shit, that's a long time.